Yo, we're back on the source for another episode. The last 2 days have been shit. So let's get right into what I'm crushing tonight.
Welcome to the source. Hey, get the source. The source. The source. Hey, get the source.
First game up, Wizards Mavericks in Washington. The line opened Washington getting 6.5 points at home here. Early bets are dead even, but ton of sharp money in on the Wizards. Check this sketchiness out. So they dropped the line from 6.5 down to 6 early, which is like all the money was on Washington, so why? A little bit of Mavericks money comes in. They drop it again. The money was trending towards Dallas already, and they dropped it again. I smell BS. I'm done. I'm not going to even, you already know what I'm doing. I'm slapping the trap stamp down on this game.
47. It's a trap.
Not up in here. Bertans is back. We're still waiting on the word on Bradley Beal, but I'm betting the Wizards either way. Give me Washington plus 5.5. Let's lock it in for 2 units.
Update, so Porzingis is out, and apparently the Mavericks have a few inactive, so the line dropped down to 4.5 now.
If Bradley Beal plays, this is the bet of the year. The line's going to drop, though, if Beal plays. So I'm going to get it in now and just hope Beal plays. Either way, this will hit. Wizards will probably win this game. Washington 5.5, 2 units. If anything changes, I will tweet it out and put it on my Instagram story next game. Next up, New York Knicks basketball. We got Pistons, Knicks, and Detroit. Line open Detroit plus 1.5, and the early sharp money all over the Knicks. I think it was something like 92% of the money on the Knicks. In the afternoon, we do see some Pistons money start to come back. It got as high as 41% of the money in the afternoon on the Pistons. No movement from the consensus line. Nothing to really go crazy about. Not a trap. I thought that the line would move down to Detroit plus 1 or maybe even a pick 'em, but it didn't move at all. We're still looking at Detroit plus 1.5. Real quick, I just want to mention something. So I had someone contact me and say, hey bro, love your videos. Can we please stop betting the Knicks? Can we, he said, can we please stop betting the Knicks? And to this, I respond with, I'm taking the f***ing Knicks minus 2.5 for 2 units. This is my show, and I will bet the Knicks every night if I want. If you're following me betting the Knicks every night and you're losing, that's on you, man. I believe in my Knicks. Let's go, minus 2.5, 2 units. If anything changes, I will tweet it out and put it on my Instagram story next game. Sixers, T-Wolves next. Philly laying 11.5 points at home here. Early bets were on Minnesota, but the money was pretty much dead even. Later in the morning into the afternoon, the Philly money would start to come in. It's nothing but Philly bets and money from 9 a.m. on. The line goes from 11.5 up to 12, up to 12.5, and then for some reason back down to 12. If you're looking for some smart, nerdy explanation of why it dropped back down to 12, I got nothing for you. I have no idea. So we're looking at Philly minus 12 to make our pick. I'm taking the Timberwolves here, and I know that Embiid might play. I'm aware of that. But yo, it's been a while since he's in there. The Sixers lineup has kind of grown accustomed to playing without him. I don't think they're just going to throw him back in there and everything flows smoothly. I think the Sixers will win the game, but 12.5, that's a lot of points. Minnesota's covered 2 of their last 3. Give me the Timberwolves plus 12. Lock it in for 2 units. If anything changes, I'll tweet it out on Instagram story next game. Next game up is Heat versus Cavs in Miami. The Heat train continues. You all know about the Heat train from the other day. The train rolls on. Line open Miami minus 12. Early, the bets are actually on Miami, but the money is slightly favoring Cleveland. In the afternoon, we're looking at a pretty similar situation. Still 63% of the money on the Cavs. So if you look, a little bit of Heat money has come in, but nothing significant at all. Consensus line still Miami minus 12. You already know what it is. You think I'm going to deboard the Heat train already? The train rolls on. I just got on. I'm riding this for a month. Everyone, I welcome you aboard. All aboard! Next up is Jazz versus Magic in Utah. The line open with the Jazz laying 14.5 to the Magic here. And believe it or not, early sharp money all over Orlando. 98% of early money on the Magic. Check it out though, eventually the sharps on the West Coast would wake up and the money would even out. We're looking at pretty much 50-50 split on the money. Consensus line did move from 14.5 to 15 when all that Jazz money from this morning came in. So even money, we're looking at Utah minus 15. 15 points is too many. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch the point spread. I will, however, throw 1 unit on the under at 217. If anything changes, I will tweet it out and put it on my Instagram story next game. Next up, Spurs, Pacers in San Antonio. Spurs laying 4.5 points. 92% of the money early on the Pacers. It was at this point this morning where I lost hope in humanity, like the human species. It's not the poverty levels. It's not world hunger. It's not nuclear war. It's not any of that. When I saw that 92% of people, 92% of money is bet on the Pacers, that's what I'm like, yeah, we might be screwed. In the afternoon, yeah, money's still on the Pacers. Some Spurs money did come in, majority still on Indiana. I don't care if Miss Cleo herself came to me with her tarot cards, like, you better bet the Pacers. I don't care if Tony Robbins came and gave a motivational speech about how betting the Pacers will improve my life. I will never bet the Pacers. No, never again. Spurs minus 4.5. I could have bet this last night without even seeing the line. No doubt about it. Spurs minus 4.5. Let's lock it in for 2 units. Pacers suck. If anything changes, nothing's going to change. I'm not betting the Pacers. I'll tweet it out, Instagram story next game. Next game up is Kings, Bucks, and Sacramento in what I think is actually going to be a good game. Kings are getting 6.5 at home here. All the sharp money, 99% of the early sharp money on the Bucks here. As of 1 p.m., we're still looking at 76% of the money on the Bucks. No consensus movement though. The consensus line is still at Sacramento plus 6.5. So that's what we're looking at. It looks like the sharps definitely like the Bucks here. I believe in the Kings, and I know everyone's gonna hate this and no one's gonna follow me on it, and I welcome you not to. I'm putting 1 unit on the Kings money line tonight. I think they beat the Bucks. So that's 1 unit. Kings money line, which is currently at plus 210. Anything changes, I'll tweet it out and put on my Instagram story next game. Last game is Blazers versus OKC in Portland. The line opened with the Blazers laying 11.5. Sharp money all over the Blazers this morning. Something that I thought was a little weird. So in the afternoon, it's been nonstop Blazers and increasing. Never touched 12. Consensus line was always 11.5. Little sketchy. Doesn't seem like the books mind selling Portland tickets, not gonna lie. I'm gonna take OKC to cover here, and I know they have tons of injuries, but I'm betting this because of Portland. If you look at the Blazers schedule, right, go look at the last month, go look at how many double-digit wins they have. They do not blow teams out. They're always in close games. I'm pretty sure they only have 1 double-digit win in the last 30 days in the whole month of March. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure it's just 1. So I'm going to take OKC plus 11.5, lock it in for 2 units. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, let's do the parlay of the day. Parlay of the day is a 5-legger, obviously risky. Don't advise you play it, but it is. Wizards money line, Spurs money line, Heat money line, Sixers money line, Jazz money line. 5 money lines there. If you're feeling crazy and want to throw that down, I won't be playing it. I got a good feeling on tonight. I'm fading the money in a lot of spots. I like these spots. We're picking up some units tonight, guaranteed. I'll talk to you on Twitter. Let's make some money tonight. Source out.